What's Draco talking about, anyways? What does he mean? Does he mean the one with magic people used to talk about in school? The kind that made Harry blow up his aunt and never bounce down his back garden? The kind that made him fly away from me? Right. I swear but it's gone. I can't. I try to grab it again, to grab hold of that sudden thought and work out what it means, but it slips away from me like water. I can't worry. Lucius' eyes widen for a moment as they lock onto mine, and yes, I was right. There's definitely worry there now. His face contorts as he grabs me to the front of my rose, pushing his wand into my face. You insolent little bitch! He whispers, I'll teach you your place if you kills me. Curse you! He slams at me, and I spin away. Fall into darkness, 1,000 sounds and pictures, all alien, all familiar. I got you alone, your place. It's time I'm finished with you. What? I can't remember it. I can remember. Pictures, sounds, thoughts, all crystal clear. Pushing into it, you say. He walks over to me slowly. Alright, I'll make a deal with you. He reaches me and raises his wand to my cheek, brushing my hair away from my face. I'm going to try to push you into doing some more of this magic, he says quietly. If a magical reaction is provoked in you, then I shall probably end up getting hurt in some way. But I will give you my full permission to do that. Do you understand me? I am so certain you will not be able to perform any wondrous magic that I am giving you permission to hurt me. He gave me permission to do it, didn't he? But when I did, what happened when I did? Some more memories cram into my mind. So I want control over you, do I? He hissed. I want power over your body. Is that what you're suggesting? He laughed mirthlessly before he slapped me hard across the face with the back of his hand. You pathetic little bitch! You really think that I consider you thinking of you in that way? Plummets his fist into my stomach and I double over, collapsing onto the ground. You are filth! His voice is harsh with rage. You are nothing! What right do you have to say such things to me? Crying in front of him, like I promised myself I would never do, screaming as he kicks me again and again. I needed to stop. I needed to end. But he just wouldn't, even though I'm begging and pleading with him. Even more thoughts and visions come screaming back at me. You are useless, worthless! I don't need your help, because how worthless you are. If you don't know it already, there's no helping you! Just stop. Leave me alone! He reaches his head around brutally to face him again. He looks into my eyes, into my face intently for a moment. He slaps me again. Can't please stand so much personal infliction of pain. I hate him so much. Electricity flies through me, coursing through my blood. Focus, Hermione. Channel it. He chuckles cruelly. If I ever touch you, he murmurs, you filthy piece of muggle scum. Come on, push it out of you, force it through your fingers. Hate. I feel the electricity shooting out of me through my fingertips, and suddenly he flies backwards, flies away from me, across the room, back. He lands on the ground on the other side of the room, sprawl on the stone floor. I did it. I remember. The final piece of the puzzle soars into my mind, making it whole once again. You coward! I whisper incredulously. My muscle goes in his jaw. Believe what you like about me, Mudblood, he says quietly. It is of no consequence to me. He raises his wand. No, obliviate. I swim through the darkness, clawing my way to the surface. Air rips into my lungs in a huge, gasping breath as my eyes throw themselves open, not seeing anything because my mind is still processing the new memories. Everything slotting into place, everything making sense. All of it. My body bucks and writhes, heaves on the ground as I take a huge, rasping breath. Ha! I'm sorry. What's the matter with that? If I knew, don't you think I'd do something to stop it? His voice, I cling onto it, let it drag me to the surface. See, that's pretty fucking personal. I don't want to be that person who reads into everything he says, but if I knew, don't you think I'd do something to stop it? Like, he's supposed to be torturing her. She's in pain. Isn't that his intent? I don't get it. That sounds pretty personal. Sorry. It's just my opinion. Things come into focus. All the blurriness is swept away from my mind. Clicks back into place. Lucius' voice is close to mine. His brow furrowed and his eyes flickering over my face with what is definitely fear. You. My voice comes out like as a thread. Lucius watches me with a disgusted incomprehension. But I've got to say this. I've got to. You. My memory. His eyes widen as his face loses his color, going so pale that his rage, that his skin is almost translucent. Draco. His lips barely move as he speaks. Get out. Go down to the hallway. I'll meet you there. But Father, ouch! Draco shouts suddenly, and Lucius! Shit, dude, what is happening to me? Lucius shouts suddenly. With great effort, I move my gaze over to Draco, who glares at his father, at the back of his father's head before he turns and walks towards the door, throwing me the looks of deepest dislike as he leaves the room, slamming the door behind him. Lucius stands up, gripping me by the arm and watching me with my feet. His fingers bite through my robe and into my skin, and he shakes me with his fury. What did you see? He asks harshly. When I don't reply, he slaps me hard across the face. Answer me! God, I'm so angry. I just don't care about anything anymore. How could you? You obliviated me! I shout. You bloody cow! You obliviated me! He nods his head, a tiny, angry smirk coming across into his lips as he tries to force his anger away. And if I did? He grips my chin, bringing my face so close to him that I can see every line of fury grooved into his face. In case you've forgotten, I own you. That means I can do what I like with you, my blood. You have no right to question my actions. I wrench my face from his grip. I have every right in the world, I yell. It's my memory. How dare you take away my memory? Isn't it enough for you that you've taken away every aspect of my existence under control without taking hold of my mind, too? He draws back his hand, and I turn and run from him, hating myself for not shutting up and keeping quiet, because now I've made him angry again. I can never stop making him angry. Don't run away from me, you revolting animal! Invisible hook draws me back, and fireworks explode in my limbs, and my limbs snap as I slam back into the cold, unforgiving stone wall. He steps in front of me, his face furious. It doesn't matter, he says quietly. Wandless magic can't be controlled. You could never use it to your advantage. One can't pick and choose what spells to perform with a wand, unless you are a wizard of the most advanced kind. And even then, it's extremely difficult to conjure. I don't say anything. Doesn't matter if I never do wandless magic again. Good it'll do me. No, what matters is that both he and I know that I am just as magical as he is. He can't ever again say to me that I'm an incapable witch without both of us knowing it to be false. He turns his wand down my cheek. Besides, he says negligently, what's to stop me from doing it again? I could erase this whole day from your memory with a flick of my wand. He stands stock still, not even comprehending him. You said once, after you killed my parents, that you'd never lie to me, I say quietly, shaking with how much I hurt right now. But you did, Lucius. You took my memory away from me, and you never told me about it. You lied to me every day since you did that. If I didn't know him as well as I did, I'd say that he flinched a little at my words. He flicks his wand at me, raising me from the wall. I stumble forward releasing me from the wall. I stumble forward slightly, and he catches me by the arm. He draws me up to face him, pulling me close, and suddenly there doesn't seem to be enough air in the world. His eyes are draining me, have drained it all away from me. He reaches out and trails his finger down my cheek, brushing it, running a blush over it. He looks intently into my eyes, bringing his face close. Too close. So close. Sorry, not even too close, just so close. Hermione, you whore. I breathe unsteadily, but I can't hear him breathing. He draws his fingers back to my face, clenching them into his palm, with his mouth set into a thin line. One day you'll go too far, he says quietly, releasing me from his grip. And you don't even want to think about what my reaction will be when you do. End chapter. Boosh. Bam. Very eloquent ending words, Lucius mouth.